One needs to be very wary of all these crypto frauds that have been circling the crypto world because there are over 2,000 plus coins listed on the exchanges and limited ways to evaluate whether they are legitimate or not. It is crucial to be mindful of exchanges that use centralized infrastructure and transport cryptographic keys. Many dishonest con artists, such OneCoin, have ensured that people spend their life savings, leading to eventual anguish and despair when hundreds of bitcoins are lost simultaneously. It is usually advisable to buy cryptocurrency from an exchange that has been approved by the government to prevent such a hassle. Popular ones include, among others, Bittrex, Bitfinex, and Coinbase. When you have made a profit from a deal after the trading session, it is advised to transfer the coins to a local cryptocurrency e-wallet, also referred to as cold storage. Buying a hardware wallet like KeepK or Ledger Nano S is an even safer option. These hardware wallets can only store a certain number of coins, but as technology advances quickly, so do their storage options. The benefit of employing a hardware wallet is that it stops any harmful attempts to take them. Despite taking these measures, many novice traders frequently become victims of these crypto frauds. The most widely used cryptocurrency to date is Bitcoin, but mining is still a time-consuming process that annually emits 3 to 15 million tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Other cryptocurrencies, known as altcoins, were created to get around these consequences. There are thousands of alternative coins available today, with Ethereum and Litecoin enjoying the greatest popularity. However, because an altcoin is the cryptocurrency of the future, many have seized the opportunity to develop fresh fraud schemes in the financial industry. Some of the more typical ones are listed below. The pump and dump. One of the most sophisticated investment strategies used by cryptocurrency brokers, the plan is designed to instill a false sense of urgency in investors by giving them inaccurate information about the price of a cryptocurrency stock. Then, by dumping comparable shares onto the market at a premium price, cryptocurrency fraud merchants drive down the price. The majority of these traders fall for the scam because of their naivete and their desire for outrageous returns, which results in significant losses. These cryptocurrency whales get the traders to divulge their trade secrets so they can buy whatever they can with their meager trading experience. A crypto asset's price rises as a result. Since these cryptocurrencies have little market influence, it is simple to manipulate and vary their prices whenever one wants. A tiny amount of buying power can push the price over tolerable levels when the trading volume is low. These cryptocurrency whales stop spreading stories when the stock is sold, but the harm has already been done. Investors who lack literacy experience utter shock and suffering. Beginners are persuaded by the fear of losing out and ultimately fail to maintain their emotional self-control to fall for this quick money plan. The pump and dump are one of the most well-known financial scams to avoid in part because of this worry. Ponzi and pyramid schemes. A pyramid scheme works on the principle of networking, with new or existing traders receiving rewards based on the number of new members they can recruit for the program. The commission will increase with the number of enrollments. Traders frequently have the opportunity to purchase a company's distributorship rights for a set price, and they are paid commissions for each new member they bring on board. Using pyramid technology, the responsibility for new distributorships, which was once placed on one trader, has now been distributed among numerous merchants. The pyramid-like structure used in Bitcoin scams functions similarly to a brick pyramid with 1 brick at the top, 2 below, and 4 above. Pyramid schemes operate with a 50-50 portion of the commission, with the commission being earned only on each sale. These sales frequently belong to multinational corporations that are in danger of going bankrupt or collapsing. The pyramid scheme has been highly successful in deceiving traders of various levels of experience, typically done to conceal the underlying fraudulent operations and gain people's trust. The Ponzi schemes. Named after the notorious conman Charles Ponzi, an Italian who defrauded thousands of Americans using his fictitious system for making money, Mr. Ponzi used to settle debts with previous investors using the funds raised from fresher investors. When the investors understood that the back-end commission would not be paid at all, the plan collapsed. Similar to the pyramid scheme, the elder investors accepted money from the new investors and paid the promised returns during the initial stages. The twist came when the new investors were informed that they needed to reinvest and introduce additional individuals to the table to gain a further commission. This continues until the scam is reported and the perpetrator is either apprehended or runs away with the money. Pyramid and Ponzi have several key similarities, but they also have some significant variances. pyramid schemes are focused on network marketing and require new members from the very beginning, whereas Ponzi schemes are advertised as investment management services. In contrast to a Ponzi scheme, when the imposter steals from one to pay the other, it appears that in a pyramid scheme, each participant takes the commission before sending the money to the pyramid's top. Misleading ICOs. ICOs are the equivalent of IPOs for cryptocurrencies. Being popular right now in the cryptocurrency industry, these ICOs allow one cryptocurrency idea to be immediately crowdfunded with little to no paperwork instead of going through a drawn-out and difficult process to qualify for bank loans and venture capital investments. The only distinction is that you receive cryptocurrencies rather than shares. Now, it is up to you to evaluate whether the coin is authentic or not. With new ICOs popping up every day, which are not subject to as many regulatory bodies' fraud prevention inspections as IPOs, many investors get duped in this way. The absence of an identity verification service or a digital KYC process is one of the warning indications of such fraud. There are further indicators that an ICO is bogus. An ICO should be open-sourced if it is legitimate. The likelihood of the blockchain technology being a hoax increase if the source code, open repository, or GitHub page are missing. Due to the laxer regulations, these scammers provide ICOs, and after collecting all the deposits, they vanish without a trace. Reading a scam's white paper is the quickest way to spot one. Before the start of an ICO, new blockchain initiatives typically release a white paper to enlighten investors about the new technology, methodology, and service that is being introduced. A financial institution shouldn't be the driving force behind the white paper. One that was powered and turned out to be a hoax was GBC Gold Coin. On the other hand, independent financial institutions are excluded from this. Additionally, it is best to avoid ICOs whose descriptions are nebulous and unclear. The description indicating a scam is going to follow must have been written by an inexperienced writer who was employed by the company. The majority of highly qualified professionals offer unbiased advice to a new ICO launch, thus it is best to avoid them if the white paper fabricates ICO suggestions based on professional advice. Additionally, a reliable cryptocurrency won't give away freebies in the form of extra coins. Mining cryptocurrencies requires a lot of power, patience, and effort. The ability to give everything out at once would be unavailable. The white paper frequently boasts of non-existent founders' names that are impossible to locate. Additionally, a lot of ICOs frequently advertise their listing before it has been verified, which is expressly prohibited by regulatory regulations. The regulatory authorities must deal with these issues. Taking care of yourself. A suspicious mindset is the most effective approach to defend yourself from such scams, but there are other measures as well. There hasn't been a legitimate investment opportunity that purports to be a get-rich-quick program as of yet. The sooner a trader understands that get-rich-quick is a scam, the better off he will be. You shouldn't ever take someone's unsolicited advice. Never follow anyone's advice when it comes to such matters. It is a warning sign intended to deceive new investors. Instead, one should confirm all of the brokerage company's information, such as its registration and office address information. When in doubt, it is preferable to periodically check on the seller because a reputable business would be registered with an appropriate legal regulatory authority. Additionally, you should never invest your money until you are an expert in the field. When making new investment decisions, one should employ all available resources wisely and exercise extreme caution. And last, you should always report anything suspicious to the relevant authorities as soon as you notice it. The number of people who would have fallen for the same fraud will be decreased as a result. You must keep in mind that panicking in the market for digital currencies is useless. Similar to the other trading marketplaces, price changes occur here too, and you need the right information to make money from your transactions. In the end, one must follow his intuition and believe in his instincts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.